Welcome back, everybody. Trying to give everybody a little bit of time to come back in here before I start popping. Because this seems to be something that young ladies, I just don't understand. And men too, but y'all are just not so eager to discuss it. But it ain't just one-sided. It's coming from both ends of the spectrum, male and female, who are so willing to just put up with anything because it's what we learned coming up. It's what we watched coming up. Hello, everybody. Hey, Kim. Hey, Anam. Hey, Roxanne. Hey, Solid Humble. Hey, everybody coming in. Welcome back. You can't choose nobody else over you. You can't attach an anchor to your ship, to your wings, to anything. Anything that's an anchor is weighing you down. You know the person that is not good for you. You know that you are not growing. If you are with somebody who is okay with not growing, then you will never grow. You cannot be a spiritual person and not pay attention to any of the advices that you give other people that come to you for help and think that none of these things apply to you, because that's how spirit works a lot of times. They'll send you some shit to show you yourself. All the time. Send you some shit to show you yourself, just to catch your attention because you slipping. You think because we work spiritual, we don't get checked all the time. I just don't be playing with them. I see a check coming a mile away. Because I can read people's energy and I can read people. So I know what you coming over here to do. You not slick, Jack. Ain't nothing you doing is slick. So what I allow is what I allow. When I shut it down, I shut it all the way down. Period. You have got to choose yourself, right? Life will become stagnant. Y'all get stuck in cycles, right? Of being with someone because it's familiar. Y'all rather the devil you know than the devil that you don't know. And that's not safe all the time. Because if the devil you know is draining your bank account and your energy and your life force and fucking everybody else and putting your life at risk because you know he like the raw dog and all this other kind of stuff, and it's making you already got self-esteem issues if you're still dealing with this shit. I'ma just say it, right? So he ain't helping it at all whatsoever. So everything with you is going on a downhill slope. And yet you holding on to him. Why? What are we doing? Because we don't want them to know that he's a shitbag. Secret, they already know he's a shitbag. When you trying to prove to somebody that your relationship is everything that it's not because they are talking, that means they already know, dumbass. The only person that you're fooling is yourself. Who's getting the free ride? The shitbag that's sitting there eating your food, funking up your sheets after he done came home and from doing all of whatever he wanted to do all day. At what point do you choose yourself? That's not choosing you. Your ancestors are sitting there looking at you like you are plumb stupid. The male ancestors, above all, are tight. Big Mama that would have hit Big Papa in the back of the head with a frying pan is tight. And then you say, oh, well, if they don't want him here, they'll get rid of him. You got free will. They not moving him. Until you say, I'm sick of him, he won't leave, help me. That's when they'll move him. Not while you playing with him, still busting it open every now and again, still confusing the universe with your back and forth energy, knowing he ain't shit, but not putting your foot down and saying enough is enough. They not stepping in the middle of that. Unless it's about time for him to kill you. At that point, they might step up to save your dumbass life. If they see down the line you going to do a 360 or something. Other than that, you're wasting space. And God forbid, and 90% of y'all do have kids. Look at what you teaching them is okay. God, when does the cycle stop? It's got to stop with you. It's got to start with you. No, who else is going to do it? You're going to leave that responsibility for your kid to try to clean up? How about you do it? Could you? Please? Would you? Could you, would you? I'm single. I don't have no problem getting no man. I don't have a problem getting no dick. And when I'm finished dealing with the dick and the man, I go about my business until one comes along that is right. I'm not putting up with people's shit just to not be with somebody. So don't think that I'm telling you something because, no. And my ancestors be like, yo, you getting rid of them too quick. I be like, I don't care. I don't have kids. I'm not dealing with your bullshit. I don't have baby daddy. I'm not dealing with none of that kind of shit. I'm not doing it. Listen, I got enough muertos in my house that I'm never alone. I always got a spirit in here to talk to, play with, do something with, learn this, do that. I'm not doing that. No, not doing it. And I'm good. If I want some penis, I'll pick up the phone and I'll order some. What the fuck? It's okay. We are all grown here. But I'm not attaching no anchor to me who's not on my same trajectory, who's not going to understand what I do, who's not going to be all the... Like, no, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not doing that. And you don't have to do it either. If he got a problem with you putting up your ancestors' altar, he needs to go. Don't touch my stuff. These are my ancestors. Are you dumb? They got whole museums for ancestral stuff. Whole museums for stuff. Are you dumb? Don't touch my stuff. As long as y'all can get along and coexist, it's all good. But don't touch my stuff. How dare you? Because when you fall down the stairs, then you're going to be looking at me like I'm stupid. No, I said don't touch my stuff. And they clearly said don't touch his stuff either. They're going to touch you. Now, how about that? Choose you. I'm always choosing me. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't give a fuck what nobody do. I don't care what nobody wants. Nobody can change my no into a yes. If I said no, it's no. Period. Across the board. You know why? Because 97... Chamo! I got your drums. I ain't start them yet, but they just came the other day. If 97% of the... First of all, I don't do anything or go anywhere that's like any spiritual... Anything without talking to my ancestors and my ego first. Across the board. I don't care who you are. Listen, I even check if my grandmother... You hear me? My grandmother could come to certain things because she like to start sometimes. I ask if she could come. Sometimes they be like, no, she don't got to come. I'm not playing. I said everybody. Everybody. You know why? Because Spirit know what kind of bullshit they on. I don't know what you did all week in your house. I don't know what's really going on in your life. I don't know what kind of energy you trying to bring to me. But you know who knows? Spirit. So I asked them, should I be fucking with this? They be like, nah. I be like, okay. Because you asked me, I'm supposed to say yes? No, they told me no. Bitch, I'm an obedient child. Hands down. They said no, it's no. You think I asked, but why? I don't give a fuck why. They always gonna show me why afterwards. Always. Always. And I be laughing. And they be laughing too, because they know I'ma listen. So they gonna let me get all the tea. And to let me know, and this is why you wasn't supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z. And I be like, you right. Because I done lost my entire shit. And they like, we know. And you're stupid, so there's no reason for us to put you in that type of situation. So sit down. And when they tell me to sit down, I sit down. All the way down. I don't push it. I don't try to figure out a way to, well, maybe I could if I say, no, it's no. And that's how I am with dealing with other people. When I say no, it's no. Don't ask me why. Bitch, because I said it. How about that? I'm not doing it. I don't have to give you a reason. Y'all don't have to give reason to everything. For what? I'm not giving you a reason all the time. If I said no, it's no. I just simply don't feel like it. How about that? Now what? Now what's your response? You don't have one. No. No is a good word. I tell y'all all the time I keep a hot pocket of no's. Keep them. They save your life. They save you, keep you out of bullshit. They keep you out of all kinds of dumb shit. No's are great. No. Ain't do it like that. No. I'm good. Don't why me. I said fucking no. It's all right. You'll live. Word. A hot pocket of no. I swear. You guys have got to connect with your energies. You have the time to do it now. And I'm saying all of this because they're watching you guys that have the extra time to see what it is that you're going to do. What it is that you're going to add on. What it is, how, if you really truly want to grow, this is the time to do it. The world is a little bit quiet right now. This is the perfect time. Right? It ain't that much of a fucking pandemic. I watched the news yesterday, and the people that were coming in on flights from out of the country, they weren't testing them or nothing. They came, walked right off the plane, walked right to their cars, and drove the fuck home. So, if it was a pandemic, they would have suits, masks, and all kinds of stuff out there to check these people coming back into the country. They have not, they did not, but they want y'all to believe, because what they're going to try to do, these bastards, is force immunize people. Vaccines, that's the money. They done lost money because nobody's doing the vaccine, so they got to make something up. Pay attention. Oh, the government is a bunch of fucking idiots. They want a curfew and alternate side of the street parking hasn't been suspended. What? Just dumb. Yo, I watched the news today, and I don't watch the news, but I don't know why I was on the news. Something I was watching went off. The beach in Florida was packed. It was packed. The people were out at the beach chilling. And when I say it was packed, I mean it was packed like it was a regular summer day, okay? Because nobody was at work and nobody at school. They were at the beach, okay? But I can't get a fucking gallon of water because y'all out here acting stupid. It's unbelievable. They want so bad to force y'all to take these fucking vaccines so they get their money up. They want y'all so bad. They want so bad to declare martial law so you can forget about what's really going on. They ain't canceled none of the voting polls or nothing like that. How is it an epidemic that we can't have people in all of these places, but the polls are still open? Oh, yeah? Who's going to touch the stuff? In the gym? Because that's where the poll places be at. I'm not doing that. The school's not even open. This is what's going on in your government. With y'all running around hoarding fucking hand sanitizer. What? It doesn't even make sense. I watched some people walk straight up off that airplane, straight across the thing, to their cars, not stop them not one time, with their masks on. And not one person. At JFK. It was JFK Airport. Sure was. Sure did. I watched 5 people. I say, ain't that a bitch? That means that the entire... Right. Mm-hmm. Child. Yeah. Y'all better buy some stocks right now. If you got a couple of dollars, you better get you some stocks while they dirt cheap. Because you know, like I know, anybody seen Black Monday? Mm-hmm. This is a time you got some money to put aside, get you a few stocks. So when this shit is all over, you're going to have a couple of dollars in your pocket. Bet that. Smart, be smart. Think about the things that you need and or want. What are we going to do tonight? We're going to pray. What are we going to do? We're going to touch our tarot cards. What are we going to do? If they told us you have a gypsy, a gitana, a madama, you're going to find you a doll or a statue or something that represents her. You know what I'm saying? We're going to find out what she likes, what she wants. We're going to connect with her so she can give us the bochinche about what's going on with our lives and everybody else's lives around us. We're going to find out who the ancestors were. We're going to check out when we don't know right now because the Catholic churches have shut down masses. What is that? What them blaming? Blaming what on the 5G network? I don't understand. I don't know what you're talking about. The 5G networks. I didn't hear anything about that. Connect with the ancestors. That's first, guys. Please, please, please stop listening to the crazy people. Please know that you have to have them set up. Please know that if you don't have photographs, you can take a white piece of paper, write their names on it, put it in a picture frame, and set it up. You're doing it. It's memorial style, right? Remember what a memorial does. It's in remembrance of the dead. It helps elevate their spirits. It helps keep their image alive. We all watch Coco. Let's look at Coco again to remember that you have to remember me. That's what they sung. Remember me. I can't come across from the place where the dead dwell to the place where the living dwell if nobody over here remembers me. I got to get this picture from over here to over here before this time it's time, because then the last person forgets and I'm gone. Hello? Y'all got time? Ain't nothing but Netflix and chill. Go watch Coco. The cancer waves, the mind control of 5G. I don't get it. I love that movie, Chamo. That is my shit. I love it. I was crying. I ain't gonna lie. I had little tears. I was like, oh shit. Love it. But it is so, listen, if you don't understand what the ancestors and why you have to do the things that I'm telling you to do, go watch that movie. And watch it with the kids, because it's a lovely kids movie. And then you walk them over to the ancestors, because you should have a setup, or this will be the start of your setup to understand. That is the most basic of basic movies to explain to you the importance of them. Today explains everything in layman terms. Yeah. Please stop making things difficult. Just keep basic. Basic. We stay basic, right? Until we're told to do other things. It's so true about the ancestors. It is. It is horrible. And it's horrible that these elders are not being taken care of. It's horrible that nobody's checking on them. I took my grandmother 3 herb plants yesterday and a couple of gallons of water, because she gets food delivered directly to her every day, so I ain't got to worry about food. And it's 30 of us, so everybody's getting themselves over there to make sure that she's all right. But the ancestors are watching how we dealing with her too, because she's the eldest living relative. So how dare we go asking the ancestors and doing anything with the ancestors and not taking care of the elders that are still alive in our family? Are you dumb? Can't do that. The Arbiter, I don't know what the hell you talking about. You are wilding. You talking about waves and all of that other kind of shit. Like, look, nobody cares about that. If your brain ain't clicking, if you're not connecting spiritually, nobody gives a fuck about brain radio waves or none of that other kind of stuff. None of that stuff has any bearing on whether or not you can focus. None of that stuff has any bearing on whether you know your ancestors. None of that stuff has anything whether to do, are you a good person? Do you have good character? Do you clean your spiritual ass? Do you do any good deeds? Do you do anything in service? None of that matters if you're a shitty person. Radio waves and all that other kind of stuff like that, who cares? We stand in front of the microwave all day and heat up food. Ain't nobody, you're fine, right? Cancers and all of that kind of stuff comes from the chemicals in the food that you guys eat. The sodas that y'all love to drink that you can take paint off of stuff with. Ain't nobody paying attention to that, but it's the waves from the radio. I'm sure those things ain't no good either, but it's the foods that we're consuming. It's the chemicals in the water if you're drinking it out of the faucet. It's all of that kind of stuff. That's the real shit to be worried about, not that other shit. That's panic mode. We need fucking aluminum foil hats and shit. Like, no. We're fine. You're wilding. Let's focus. We got a lot of confusing energy about you, my love. I need you to clear that up. Right, car paint with Coca-Cola. Y'all sucking that shit up and giving it to the babies. Anytime I see a baby with a brown soda, it makes me want to pass out. I'll be like, oh my God, are you kidding me? But I gotta mind my business because it's not my kid. Right. Right. If you've ever been to any project in New York City and lived in the projects or any of that kind of shit, you are immune to the coronavirus. Them pissy hallways, them pissy elevators, and them pissy staircases. You are motherfucking immune to the coronavirus. So relax. Okay? Look, you ride fucking New York City Transit, you are immune to the coronavirus. Stop. If you live in Westchester County right here in Yonkers, where we got all these motherfucking, oh my God, what are they, raccoons? They are the biggest, most rabid looking things you have ever seen in your life. You are immune to the coronavirus. Stop. You're not getting it. Go get your vitamin C. Eat an orange. All of the roaches, y'all nasty people got, you are immune to the coronavirus. The bed bugs, you are immune to the coronavirus. Stop. Just stop. Wash your hands. How about that? All the ass, y'all, all I see is ass eating memes. All the ass y'all eat, you are immune to the coronavirus. Stop it. Cut it out. Right, I said it. Hi, Penny. You are immune. Stop. If eating that ass ain't take you out, this ain't either. Nobody want to use condoms, but everybody's scared of the coronavirus. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? Just stay out my head. Stay out my head. Are you kidding me? Nobody's worried about AIDS and none of that other kind of shit. Nobody? But you worry about the corona? Sit down and shut up. Go read a book. Stop. You sleeping with that man, that lady husband. You, girl, bye. Twerk every Tuesday at, stop. Stop. Y'all tripping. Everybody's tripping. Riding the MTA, that's right. You stop. Jess. Grocery booty eating ass and right. Just cut it out. Y'all are fine. Y'all will be fine. Wash your hands. Take you should be washing your hands anyway. Take the Clorox wipes or whatever and wipe the handles on your doors. You're fine. Don't touch your face. You should be washing multiple times a day anyway. There's no such thing as I took a shower yesterday. You nasty bastard. Go wash your ass again. I can't. We don't do that. We relax and stop acting stupid and do right things and be smarter than what we're being, right? We don't let people freak us out because you have to remember that panic, all of that's energy, right? All that shit is energy and it's not a good one. So why would you just, there's a movie called Cell. And it's like a horde of people being attracted to the cell phone signal, and it's forcing them to be like aliens or something like that, right? You just walk right into the energy of panic and you let it just run you. And here you go with baskets. I saw people on the news fighting over toilet tissue. You ain't got no wash rags to wash your ass with and some soap? Just in case, like, you're panicking over toilet tissue. Let's say you ran out of toilet tissue, right? Let's just say, right? Remember back in the day, we didn't have maxi pads. They used napkin, rags, right? We didn't have plastic Pampers and stuff. They used cloth diapers, right? Why y'all panicking? Because you can't use tissue to wipe your ass? You bougie motherfuckers. Are you kidding me? How bougie of you? How bougie? Lola, shut up. You kidding me? Half of y'all family come from third world countries that y'all didn't have toilet tissue anyway. But you come over here and you live here all these years and now you bougie. Cut it out. Y'all all right. Y'all are all right. I don't even comprehend what's happening. Michelle, you already know. I had to go too far to find bleach yesterday, and I had an attitude about it. And I was like, I'm going online to let them know that I got an attitude because I couldn't get bleach. And all I wanted to do was wash my clothes. How dare y'all? In a panic over bullshit. I can't. full of frozen fruits and all fresh fruits and vegetables were everywhere. I was like, really? You know what shouldn't have been in the aisles? Garlic. There's an agenda for everything happening, it seems. Those who got money. The toilet was a pit and shower. House was outside with no hot water. Right. I can't want to work with spirits, but if the media rides your head and be in control of... Y'all can't want to work with spirits, but if you let the media ride your head and be in control of your energy and actions, what you think will happen in these spiritual streets. Want to be doing readings and shit. Right. You got to get in control of yourselves. Make sure your neighbor eating too. Faith, hope, and charity, people. Hand washing and clotheslines. No one wasn't buying vitamins either. No, nobody was buying vitamins. Those aisles were full. But tissue is going to save your life. No, dumbass. Boosting your life will keep you out of harm's way. Period. We ain't got to worry about that. You ain't got to worry about none of that. But nobody's thinking about the root cause. What's the root cause? Oh, I need to keep my immune system healthy, and then I don't got to worry about that. No, we skip past that part and go straight to the panic. You can't ever be on my team. You know why? Because you'll get us caught. I'll never work with you. Never. I need soldiers. Soldiers think about strategy. I tell y'all all the time. Strategy. Hi, Amy. Strategy. This world is strategic. You have to move strategically within this world. That means your thoughts have to be strategic. That means that you can't live and do things off of emotion. That means that you have to be practical, right? That means that you have to know that sometimes shit just happens, but we stay out of the way of shit to make sure that it's at a limit. Yeah, you could get everything to build your immune system with no problem, Kim. Yo, they got everything that's healthy is in the stores. I told you. I went one day, and when I went the first day, I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to find fresh fruits and vegetables. It was full up, and I was in shock. I was like, oh, I won't have no problem eating. I didn't have no problem eating. Every vegetable I wanted, garlic, totones, plátanos, everything was in the store, full on fruits, vegetables galore, everything, all of my almond milks, anything healthy, stocked full. Every store that I went into. I'm going back tomorrow. I need some herbs. I'm going to give me some herbs tomorrow. Ain't nobody buying it. I'm buying it. It should be dirt cheap. Watch. Y'all going to the store. You're going to be like, oh, shit. Buying the dumbest of things. Yeah. All the fruits and vegetables are there. All of them. Y'all should be having them. Y'all should be having garlic. Y'all should have turmeric. Y'all should have ginger. Y'all should have spinach. Y'all should have all that good stuff. Basil. All of that stuff. Y'all should be eating all of that. All of that. Onion full up. Red, white, sweet, yellow, everything. Full up. These are the things. Oranges, full up. It's vitamin C. Fresh mint, full up. Everything full up. All of the things that keep you healthy, to keep you from getting sick, to keep the allergies away, right? Hello? Why are you panicking? Right. Make your own alkaline water. It don't even matter. Eat right. Put the right stuff in your body. That sounds good, Amy. Changing your diet will definitely help you raise your vibrations and keep you grounded and clear during these times. Yes. And so if you feel good and you're making healthier foods, right? And you're connecting with your guides, it allows you to be in a healthier, more evenly vibrating state, right? It helps you to vibrate on a better frequency. All of the toxins are not going to be in your body. All of the stresses of your world is not going to be bothering you right now because you have this cool out time of at least 2 weeks. You know, make sure that you are doing good with this time and doing stop eating the bullshit. Yo, I saw a girl yesterday, McDonald's with the frozen, I was just looking at her like, are you really serious right now? Dairy, first of all, causes mucus. So that's one of the worst things that you could do right now. Dairy, period. Stop it. Make smart choices. Everything about health and what you should and should not be eating and what you need to get your body clear is Googleable. Y'all can go on Google and find that out. You don't need no special books or classes or courses or anything that's going to cost you anything except for www.google.com. Too much alkaline for permanent liquefaction actually can make them sick. Yeah. Everybody can't survive an alkaline diet. Everybody's body and makeup is not equipped to handle that. So we always preach that you get your physicals. We always say that you go to the doctor and get checked out. Anytime you get an E5 divination, anytime you think that anything's going on with your health or your body, and everybody always thinks, oh, it's spiritual, we always tell you first, you better go to the doctor first and let them tell you that it's nothing medical. Okay, Amy, I'm gonna look. Thank you. You guys can get outside. You know, you just because they're telling you quarantine. This is between certain hours, right? The parks are open during the daytime. It's gonna be 70 degrees on Friday. And what is it that these things can't live in humid heat? Right? So it's going to be nice and warm. Go out there. Don't be touching people and sneezing on people and being in the middle of people. Right? I'm not telling you go stand next to a bunch of people. But you can go to a park. Right? Buy some water. Go touch some trees. Go get grounded. Right? Make a list. Do something different. Add something on. Keep the balls rolling. This is the time that you guys are going to be watched. You want to be spiritual. Spirit is watching you. What are you doing more with spirit now that you have the time that you asked for? You have the time. Do something productive with the time. Sunlight kills the bacteria, mold that assists this virus in spreading. Thank you. Right. So you shouldn't be hating. Everybody hate the sun. Right. That's the best thing that you can do in times like this. Right. Coffee baths, salt baths, all that grounds you. Getting your hands in dirt, potting plants grounds you. Putting your hands, hugging trees grounds you. Buy water, put your feet in the water, that grounds you. Walk in the grass, that grounds you. There's 1,000 different things you can do to ground yourself. Find one and do it. And then focus your shit. Get your life together. Use this time for other things than going through full episodes and full series of things on Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon. Learn something. Wake this up. Figure out, how do I get my third eye open? Practice. Color meditation. Do certain things. Walk barefoot in the grass. Stand barefoot in the grass. Shit. Do something. You now have the time to do things. We are going to do them. Period. If you don't use this time that you guys now have to do certain things, don't come here and ask me a question in June as far as why you're not growing spiritually. This is why. I'm telling you now. So in June, after you go back to work and you don't do the things that you said you was going to do and all of that other kind of stuff, no, you're going to remember this day. Okay? You can remember this day, this conversation. Any questions? Honestly, it's perspective as well in this situation. Yes, so probably comes from the case of part of eating a lot of brute veggies when you have anxiety helps you to ground too. Right, you use this time to connect. Please do. Right, everybody says that they don't have the time. That's one of the number one excuses, and this is what the universe is saying. Now what? Now what? They removed your excuse from you. So if you had the time, you would do it. Now you have the time. You better do it. If you want to grow, if you want to connect, if you want to do spiritual things, if you want to awaken, if you want to vibrate higher, you will do it now. Your word is your bond. Period. Point blank. They always gonna pump fear. That's the melanated people have. We don't give a fuck about that. This is how we've lived forever. It's okay. You have to go back to what your ancestors did. They ate from the earth because they ain't have no choice. But in that, right, you had the workers who learned the herbs and the earth and the things that grew from the earth and the things that would cure and help you when you were sick and make you stronger and give you nutrients and vitamins and minerals and all the good things that come from the things that come out of the earth that you should be consuming. But y'all like cheeseburgers too much. Yeah, Spirit is taking notes on that ass. Spirit is always taking notes on that ass. They see everything. They hear everything. They know what you're thinking. Whether or not you said it or not, they are here too. Telepathy, they got that. They know what you're thinking. You know how many times I've looked to order something and they'd be like, don't order that. And I'd be like, straight up tell me the reason why not to get it. I never said anything. That means they're watching you. No, you need Vein House. You need a doll or a statue. That's crazy, Kim. Yeah, they be down there wilding when them hurricanes hit. The results are beautiful. Any relationship that you nurture, any relationship that you give time, energy, and love to, it's always a beautiful thing, especially when it's reciprocated. And Spirit knows no other way than to reciprocate. Your foundation should be solid so that it is unbreakable. You are absolutely right. That's why we do that first. You need to make sure you clean yourself every day before you leave your job, though, to share, because you work in a hospital and you're dealing in nothing but panic energy. You should look up crystals to see if something that you can carry on you to kind of keep energies even around you. This too shall pass. Just relax. Ain't nothing to be afraid of. Not at all. There's nothing to be afraid of. We don't pump fear. That's whack. Suckers be fearful of stuff. We not fearful of shit. We born to do this, right? And if you want to be spiritual, then you better learn how to be a soldier. And a soldier keeps his knees locked and his feet planted and his back straight at all times. We don't panic. You can't come in his spirituality being a sucker. That's whack. Hard in my practice and tuning in on within the live really has pushed that in. Thank you so much, Exrencentia. That's a good bath to calm your own nerves. Chamomile, lavender. Look up, Google, calming herbs. Bubbles. I put bubbles in my bath. Whether I'm doing spiritual, if I'm doing like a goddess little thing and I'm trying to calm my energy, I'm bringing in sweet. But I put bubbles in my bath. If I'm soaking in it, yeah, you need to soak in it. You want to calm your nerves, you put that shit in the tub and sit in it. Put some bubbles, put some nice music on, get some chamomile, get some lavender, get some roses, so some rose water, and lay down. Put on some soothing music and chill out. Put some salt in there. I like Epsom salts. My sister sells bath salts. She got some Ruta bath bombs and all of that stuff underneath the blush. I sell rose water on my page. Chill out. Right? You have to stop playing and do the work. And even if you come in being a sucker, you better get yourself real quick or you will not be able to keep up with Spirit because they're going to make you move. That's right, Emmanuel. You can't stay a sucker in this. They're going to make you move. Let me show you the virtue that say. I could pass on the third, and my grandmother wants to know how long before he starts to visit her the way her sister and her parents do. She can't ask how long it is before he starts to visit her. I don't know. What is she doing? Does she have an altar set up for him to communicate with her? Yeah, well, she can't do that. She can't hold his energy here. She can't be crying. She can't be woe is me. And she can't be, oh, I miss him, I miss him, I miss him. She has to let his spirit elevate. And she can do things to help his spirit elevate. When the Catholic Church is open back up, she can go to a mass and have a mass for him at the Catholic Church, and or light a candle for him, or just attend a mass. She has to have his picture up at the altar. She has to give him light and water and rum, and then she should watch the candle that she designates to him. If she has an altar for everyone and he just passed, she can do a separate candle for him just to see how his elevation is going, because sometimes if they have struggles reaching the other side, and they have work to do sometimes, so they don't always immediately come back as ancestors. Sometimes they do, but you should know that, Amy, because he talked to you before he left. So has he appeared to you? You could be the meter. Where he at in his elevation? Sweet baths. You can do multiple things in the sweet baths. You tell me, what would you think that you would put in the sweet bath? Hey, listen, they help, they guide, they teach you this kind of thing. She is a hot mess girl. I came back from New York and I really didn't want to leave. She can't grieve. Like, nobody can tell you how to grieve, but you have to understand that with spirit, if he is scared that if his energy leaves and elevates, she can tie him and bind him where he can't do the things that he's supposed to do by being so broken down from his passing. So she has to allow his spirit to be free enough so that he doesn't linger around her just because she wants to see him and this, that, and the third. Because if she hasn't been seeing spirit just because he died, she's not going to just miraculously start to see his spirit. And again, I told you about the shadows, Amy. No shadows. Show me who you are, or you need to go. You need to cleanse your house again, because you've been in sad situations. You've been in funeral places. You've been where the dead has dwelt, and you don't want to have tracked anything back home with you. So you clean your house. You clean your spiritual ass. You clean the house. You clean all of that up. And you tell the ancestors, if it is y'all, I need to see y'all in full-on form. Don't be shadowing me. I need to see you. You know you could see, so there's no reason for you to have to see a shadow. And that may mean that they need extra light. He may need extra light. So you take it to the church. Regular white candle. We don't dress ancestors' candles. Honey, brown sugar, cinnamon maybe. All good things, right? So you can use a simple syrup. We always use honey, but you use a faster moving sugary liquid. So like I keep agave in the house, so that's a quick syrup. But pancake syrup is you could buy just a straight simple syrup, because it's not as thick as honey, so it moves a little bit faster, right? Rue is both a sweet and a bitter herb, so you can use rue, aka ruta. You can use I love proteoso. I love to use basil. I love to use cinnamon because it's a protective and it's also a sweet. There's a bunch of different herbs that you can use to call sweetness into you. It depends on what you want. I like stevia leaves. I use stevia plants because that's the original sweetener. It's something that I use. There's a bunch of different things. I put up a website that I go to all the time. Original Botanica. It's in the Bronx. It's a Botanica right in the Bronx, but they closed right now because they're not letting y'all dusties come in there. So you can order online, and they sell fresh herbs. Their website is very informative because they tell you everything that the herb does. Hibiscus flowers, right. Molasses is a little bit thicker and it's a little bit darker, so we don't really use molasses too much, and it's not really sweet if you taste molasses. Yeah, you have to get in the habit, though, Amy, though. Just because you left home don't mean that you couldn't have done a makeshift altar where you were, especially because you were with family. So it would have been okay. Orange peels, yes. Dried orange peels. You can put oranges in your bath. You can use tangerines in your bath. You can use pink. Pink is for love. So pink roses, pink flowers. It's a good old recipe, y'all. Which consists of boiling beans, taking the water, mixing the can of beer with it. But what's the bath for, Manuel? That's a sweet bath? Beer and beans? I don't have my book over here, but I have a book that I post on my page, The Magical Properties of Herbs. It gives you all of the different things. But, I was saying that the original botanical lets you shop by desire. So, and you can also look up the different herbs. Each herb will tell you specifically what the herb does. So look it up. They sell them in bundles. They sell the 7 or 9 herb bundles for sweet bath, and the 7 or 9, even 3 herb, I think they do bundles for bitter baths. So you just look them up and see which herbs are they giving you within this bath, and you learn the herbs. These are the things that they put in. So that means these are bitter herbs. That means that these are sweet herbs. You start keeping a log of what's the bitter herbs and what's the sweet herbs. You have to get into the habit of writing y'all potions and stuff down, y'all baths down, y'all recipes down. Y'all need a book of shadows. Y'all need a book that y'all write these things down, because these are the things that you wish grandma would have passed on to you. You wouldn't be searching so hard to find out what works for you, but now you got to work backwards. And then when you start connecting with your ancestors and connecting with your spirit guides, they're the ones that are going to tell you which herbs to grab. I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to educate, guide, and get us all right damn time. Seriously, I appreciate you sharing the knowledge. You're very welcome, Sunshine Girl. Thank you. Jim, we do rice, water, pink roses, cinnamon, honey, brown sugar. Yes. All good things. All good things. And every time we do a bath, we put a little bit of cascarilla or effun, whichever you call it. That's this. Because we clean as we go. Right? You can always put clean in there. You have to, Kim. You got a little girl. You got kids, and for them to be able to carry this on after you're gone, you got to leave something for them, the things that we wish that our elders had left for us. So you have got to be better at writing stuff down. Yes, you're very welcome. Can I create? You guys have got to start thinking. Rice syrup. Rice is prosperity, right? Rice, wheat, sesame seeds, corn. What? Corn. He's saying maize, but maize is corn. These are the things for prosperity, right? So after we do a sweet, after we do a bitter, we do the sweet baths. If you do the sweet, you can do prosperity too. You know, you want all the good stuff to come in. You don't just want 1 and 2 things. We want it all, right? But understand that you can't, you guys have got to get out of that habit of trying to do prosperity services and lighting candles to make magic appear, and you haven't put in any of the work. That's not how it happens. You're not going to get it. So stop wasting your time on buying candles and doing prosperity services, and you've done nothing in your own walk to connect with your spirit guides, elevate them, elevate yourself, learn anything new, or put anything towards figuring out your path. That's not going to work. So you might as well not even waste your money on buying a candle, an extra candle, to like try to hoodoo your voodoo or any of that kind of stuff. Like, no, stop. It's not going to work. You got to have the foundation. Somebody asked me the other day about setting something up, and I asked her, well, who are you doing it to? And you were just burning. No, I was just burning it. Burning it to who? You can't just be burning it. You can't just take a candle and say, I'm just going to burn this candle. What are you burning it for? What energy are you calling in? Even if there is no particular spirit guide that you work with that you know does prosperity and money and finances and things, at least know that you're calling on the energy of abundance. You got to know that. Or else you're just lighting a candle. Your intention is everything. Some of them, Sunshine Girl, some of them is the same. So some of them will ask you to go to the church and give them prayer. Some of them will make you make certain trips to the church. And when I say the church, I mean the Catholic church. Never had one make me go to a Baptist or a black church, right? Because they're hooting and hollering. No. They make me go to the Catholic church where straight up prayer is 25 minutes. You in and you out. They in there for the prayer, not the hooting and hollering and all the dumb shit. They in there, they out there, they take the prayers. 90 people in the church. I'm ciphering the energy off of all of them 90 people. I'm lighting a candle and I'm out of there. I have guides, spirit guides, that are not of my blood lineage that have asked me to do that. And they have given me numbers of times that they wanted me to go. They'll tell me just once. Some have told me 7. Some have told me... It depends on who it is and what they want. So the answer to your question is sometimes yes. It is just that simple. Different guides ask for different things. It depends on the actual guide. Right. Thank you, Emmanuel. Once you get serious on your path, you'll realize that you won't have that much need to do brujeria. That's not even the destiny. Right. And a lot of times you don't require it. All it takes is a change in you. You recite the names. When you're going into a mass, they start the prayer part and they start calling out the names. So, right, thank you, Jess. They have the candles already there for you to light in the church. So you don't have to take a candle. I mean, it depends on where you are. There's a place here in New York, St. Lucy's Church, that they have the grotto where the water's running on the outside of the church. So we collect our holy water there off the rocks, and there's big saints and statues everywhere. They have a place set up on the outside where the water's running and the saints and statues are, where you can put a white candle in a glass and burn it there. So different churches have different things. It all depends, but most Catholic churches have it inside the church that you can light it there in the church. Yeah, some churches only do the electric ones now, but you can go to the church and take a white candle with you, and write your ancestor's name on it. And when you get to the church, you let them know, you hold it in your hand and you tell them, when I get home, I'm going to light this candle for you. I'm here to help elevate your spirit and give you energy and help you to be stronger and grow, right? And when I get home, I'm going to light this candle. And you put the shit in your pocket. And when you get home, you take that candle and you light it for them, right? You may have a 7-day candle already burning, but you want to give them a little bit of extra, right? So you light it for them. You take it home, you light it, you put a glass of water next to it, and you're good. Spirit guides. Yes, I know you was talking about spirit guides. Like I said, I've had spirit guides that have told me to go. I wouldn't know their name. So how do you know you have a spirit guide? You mean before you find out who your spirit guides are, going to the church won't help them. If that's what you're talking about. You haven't had a misa, you haven't had a reading, you haven't had a divination, you haven't had nothing, and you gonna go to you gotta know who you're calling on. As far as a spirit guide, your spiritual court, right? I'm not going to say that the prayer don't help. It's got to help, right? But you want to connect. So you just, okay, I got one. I got it. There's a book that I have that I posted on my page that we use for connecting with our guides and calling in our guides. And this book doesn't have names, right? It doesn't have the names of the guides, but it gives you specific prayers to pray to them, right? So you're going to start with that before you even go to the church or do any of that in your house. And that's the purpose of the Boveda, right? To set up, after you've done your ancestor altar space, you set up the Boveda, which is your hub, your Wi-Fi access to your spiritual court, right? So the prayers that you do are calling in the messengers of God that he sent forth to help you, your spirit guides that man has been born with to help protect you in your walk. There's certain prayers that you can do, and it helps to call those in, right? The Boveda gives you access. Call upon my spirits of light and ancestors known and unknown, and so forth. There's specific prayers in this book. I got 3 books. So, this is the book that we use for all of when we do our misas and we do our spiritual gatherings and readings and all of that. Collection of selected prayers. This book is available on Amazon. Right? That's one. Right? This is two. This one has prayers in it as well. Right? That's two. Amazon. This is three. Any botanica across the fucking country sells this book. They also have a pink one, which is volume 1. These have all of the prayers in these 3 books, right? We don't care that it doesn't matter. It still has prayers in here for the Black Madama, and it has prayers in here for the Congo spirits. It has prayers in there for Saint Martha the Dominant. It got all the prayers you need, right? All these books. You have options. This is my favorite. This is my go-to. This is my other one. And then I like the ones in this one too. You got options. There's never no, I don't know where to go. This is where you go, right? This is what you use. You sit at your boveda, you read the prayers. There's prayer, it says this for mediums. It says for spiritual gatherings. It says for guardian angels. It says prayers for peace for the home, prayer to God, prayer. It's all in these books, right? Right. Thank you, Sunshine. They're all under $20. Each one of them under $20. That's where you start. That's how you call your guides to you. That's when you sit at your boveda. You read the prayers. You're calling him. You're sitting. That's like you dialing on your cell phone, standing next to a Wi-Fi tower and nobody's listening. No, somebody's listening. They're listening, right? The more you work, the more you go there, the more you sit to try to connect, somebody's going to step forward. That's when you'll get a reading from someone who can connect with those guides. After your ancestors' space has already been set up and you've been working with them again. They're on my page. There's a post on my page with all of these books that has all of them in the comments listed with the names of the books. Can I pin it? Wait. All right. I pinned Sunshine's comment with the name of the books. I pinned it. It's not you reading the prayers. You're talking to them. It's not just you reading the prayers. You're talking to them. You look at it and see what it says. You're asking them to connect with you. You're asking them from here to protect you, to correct you, to help you, right? To use your gift. The ancestors are for your dead, blood only. The both of us for the spiritual guides that are not of your blood lineage. That's the difference. That's the difference. Ancestors are first in any system, any spiritual sect, anything that you get into, the ancestors are first. So we don't combine their space with the both of the table unless we don't have the space and we have no other option. Hey, Bree. Bree, I got time tomorrow at 2 o'clock. DM me. So that's the difference between the ancestors and the boveda. Ancestors are your direct blood lineage. The bovedas for your spiritual court. Your guides that came, that said that they were going to work with you while you are on this realm in this life. And some will follow you from other lifetimes. Only an extreme need to you put them together. If anyone tells you different, walk away. Right. Okay, I'm going to go to sleep now. Take care, mommy, and remember to wash your hands. Good night, Emmanuel. I've never used so much antibacterial hand wipe all in my life. You're welcome. The ancestors see what you are working with, so you cannot slight them. So you cannot slight them. You will not slight them. If you have the space, you put their space separate. If you separate the different commissions that you deal with separately, then you will do so with the ancestors. They are to be respected. They are your foundation. You start with them, and they will lead you to the proper team that you need to be going to work with henceforth, whether it be your spiritual guides, whether it be someone in human forms that work with you. You guys be blessed. Use this time wisely. Good night, everyone.